2 Kings chapter 11. Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw her sons were dead, and that she had destroyed all the seed of the kingdom. But Jehosheba, the daughter of King Joram, sister of Ahaziah, kidnapped Joash, her brother's son, and kept him from being among the murdered sons of the king. She hid Joash and his nurse in the secret room by the bed. In this way he was safe from Athaliah and was not killed. Thus, while Athaliah reigned over the land, he remained hidden with her in the house of the Lord. In the 7th year, Jehoiada the priest sent for the captains of hundreds, both Chori and Rasim, and had them brought to him in the house of the Lord. After he made a covenant with them, a binding oath in the house of the Lord, Jehoiada showed them the son of the king. Then he commanded them, saying, "This is what you shall do. When the Sabbath comes, 1/3 of you shall keep guard over the house of the king by the gate, and 1/3 by the gate of the roads, and 1/3 by the gate behind the escorts. You shall keep the evening watch of the house. 2 divisions you have are off duty on the Sabbath. For the sake of the king they shall keep the evening watch of the house of the Lord, and you shall surround the king on all sides, every man with his weapons in his hand. And anyone penetrating their ranks, let him be put to death. You shall be with the king in his going out and his coming in." So the captains of the hundreds did according to all the wise Jehoiada commanded. Each of them took his men, those to be on duty on the Sabbath, and those going off duty on the Sabbath, and came to Jehoiada the priest. So the priest gave the captains of hundreds the swords and spears of King David, those kept in the house of the Lord. Then the guards stood, every man with his weapons in his hand, from the right corner of the house to the corner of the house left of the altar, and round about the house of the king. And he brought out the king's son, put the crown on him, and gave him the testimony. They thereby announced him king and anointed him. They then clapped their hands and said, "Long live the king!" Athaliah heard the noise of the people running, and she went to the people in the temple of the Lord. When she looked, there was the king standing by a pillar according to decree, and the singers and the trumpeters were by the king. All the people of the land were rejoicing and blowing trumpets. So Athaliah tore her clothes and cried out, "Treason! Treason!" So Jehoiada the priest commanded the captains of the hundreds and the officers of the army, and said to them, "Lead her out to the field under guard, and slay her with the sword, and whoever follows her." For the priest had said, "Do not let her be killed in the house of the Lord." They laid their hands upon her and went by the way of the horse entrance to the house of the king. She died there. Jehoiada the priest made a covenant between the Lord, the king, and the people, that they would remain the Lord's people. He also made one between the king and the people. Then all the people of the land went to the house of Baal, and they completely tore it down and broke it all to pieces, its altar and its images. And before the altars they killed Mattan, the priest of Baal. The priest then placed overseers over the house of the Lord. Then he took the captains of hundreds, Chori and Rasim, and all the people of the land, and he led the king from out of the house of the Lord. They then went by way of the gate of the guardhouse to the king's house, and they sat him on the throne of the kings. So all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was at peace. And in the house of the king they killed Athaliah with the sword.